Hi, my name is Chris from Digitcom. I'm going to explain the basic button features on your Avaya phone. Basically, you've got a phone button here. This is kind of like your escape key. Basically, it always brings you back to the main screen on the phone. So no matter what you've done on your phone or you've gone into some menu or something, if you just push this phone button here, it always brings you back to the main screen on the phone. Okay. On the side of the phone here, you've got a volume key. When you're not on the phone, that will adjust the volume of your ringer. Okay. If you are on the phone, the volume key will adjust the volume of the handset. And if you're on your speaker phone, the volume key will adjust the volume of the speaker. Okay. Below the volume key is a mute key. So if you're on a phone call and activate the mute key, at that point you can still hear the caller, but they cannot hear you. So if you needed to cough or something and didn't want the caller to hear you, you could hit the mute button and they would not hear your coughing. Okay? As long as it's lit up, the caller will not hear anything you say. There's a speaker button at the bottom over here, so that just activates your speakerphone. So if you're on your handset and want to switch to speakerphone, just push the speaker button, hang up, and you can continue the conversation on speakerphone. Above the speaker button, there's a headset button. If you have a headset, you would activate it by pressing the headset button, then you can talk using your headset. Underneath the navigation dial, there's three little buttons here. The first one is contacts, or it's an internal directory. So basically any extension in the system, you can search by pressing the contact button, and you can spell the name of the person you're looking for, and eventually it should go to that person and it'll give you an option to call, and details will actually give you their extension number as well. Okay. Again, we can press the phone button here to get out of that menu. The middle button is a menu where you can customize your phone a little bit. One of the main things you can do in here is change your ringtone, for example. So once you press that button, you can go to Screen and Sounds. And if you go to Personal Ringing, that's where you can change your ringtone. There's a few different ringtones you can choose from. Once you find the one you want, you can press Save. Okay. And you can exit from that menu. And the last button is your call history button, or your call log. So when you press that, you'll be given an option. You can see all calls. You can scroll through that list for missed calls, incoming calls, outgoing calls. Okay. And again, press the phone button to get out of that list and back to the main screen. And the last fixed button is your message button, which will access voicemail.
Welcome to Avaya IP Office. For help at any time.
And yeah, that is your Avaya phone and your fixed buttons. Now the four buttons at the bottom of the screen, they change depending on what you're doing on the phone. So by default, it'll have a read dial in the bottom left corner. And then pressing the read dial button will show you a list of the latest previous calls you made. And you can just go scroll through the list to find the one you want and press call to call that person back. Okay, so those are the basic buttons on the phone and how to use them. Hi, this is Chris from Digitcom. Thank you for watching my video.